Now what I'd like to do is spend a few minutes discussing the HPE Software spin merge and how it should benefit our security business and how it should benefit you. So join us, please, in welcoming our EVP and General Manager of our software business and Chief Operating Officer, Chris Hsu, to the stage. Chris, come on up. Hey, how are you? Chris, welcome to Protect. It's your first Protect.
Thank you, Sue. It's great to be here. I'm excited to be here with all of you guys, and also excited to be leading HPE Software.
Well, and I know you just came. You were up in Boston, where we have in the same week our Global Partner Conference and then Protect. So you, I think, with a bunch of software partners, were probably on the same flights down last night.
That's right.
So we appreciate it. Planes, trains, and automobiles. So let's get started with probably what's on everybody's mind. Tell us a little bit more about last week's announcement of HPE Software's spin merge with Micro Focus, and maybe start with kind of why. Why do this and why do it now?
Well, it's a great question. You know, I led the effort to really find the right partner for the software business. And I have to tell you, I'm super excited about the spin merge with Micro Focus, really for a couple reasons. First is scale, and the second is focus. On scale, you know, today we're the software company, or our business as a whole, is a $3.2 billion software company in a $50 billion diversified IT, really hardware company. And tomorrow, when we spin merge with Micro Focus, we'll be a $4.5 billion pure play software company. And if you just put that in perspective, $4.5 billion company in software is the 6th largest software company in the world, behind the likes of a Microsoft, Oracle, an Adobe. It's a large, pure play software company. And then if you further look at it from the standpoint of infrastructure software, it's the largest diversified infrastructure software company in the world. So we will have the scale to invest. Secondly is focus. Meg Whitman always talks about the benefit of focus, and we've seen that all the way back from when we split the $100 billion HP into HPI and Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. And being a pure play software company that's focused on building, supporting, and selling software and providing real value to our customers is what we're going to do. It's our core business. As the spin merge of HPE Software and Micro Focus, we will be 100% focused on software.
You know, in fact, I think that word focus is super important as we talk about this, because customers and employees are constantly asking Meg, are we done? And I think her answer is pretty clear, which is we're done when we get to the point where everybody has the luxury of that focus.
That's right.
So then maybe leading to the next question, why Micro Focus? Why that particular company?
Well, when we talk about the word focus, why not have a company that has focus in the word, Micro Focus? That's not really the real reason, but look, we looked around the entire industry, and I know Micro Focus doesn't have as well known of a brand globally, but they have an unbelievable track record. And I guarantee you, as a result of this transaction, that brand will become more well known. Since the current CEO, Kevin Loosemore, who grew up in software, took over, they've had a 700% increase in their stock price. And part of that is that they've grown from a couple $100 million company to a $1.3 billion company through acquisitions like Attachmate, Serena, SUSE. So this is actually a platform business, and one of the things that you guys will find exciting is we've been a little out of the market the last 18 months since we did a great acquisition in Voltage.
Yeah.
This is going to be an M&A platform. Once we put these two companies together, we're going to go out and buy other companies. And so I'm super excited about that. The other thing is they have a real customer focus. And it really comes through in the way that they manage their portfolio. And it truly is a company that knows how to manage a portfolio that has both growth assets and mature assets. Growth assets like SUSE, which is one of the fastest growing Linux OpenStack platforms, and then more mature assets like COBOL. I mean, who would have thought COBOL, by the way, COBOL has doubled in the last 15 years, their COBOL platform.
Go figure.
And it's still growing today. That's mind-boggling. And part of it is because they continue to invest in making it more relevant for customers in the future. The other thing that's interesting is they don't shut down products. They actually keep, even if you have the same products in the same subcategory, they keep those products, they invest in bringing the best of both to their customers, and they maintain those products as long as customers are willing to pay for them. And finally, one thing that folks don't know, because they think, well, Micro Focus, they're just going to cut R&D. Micro Focus spends almost the same amount of money as a percentage of revenue as we do in R&D.
I think that's a really important point. I think for security, the other point you made, Chris, which is Micro Focus, from a model perspective, they're an M&A platform. And as we have had this pending over the last year, since Voltage, we've been waiting. And while we're confident in the R&D investments and the roadmaps that we're showing the folks this week, we also believe, from what we just showed, $1 billion of additional spend in security, $4 billion of venture capital investment going in. There's a lot of good technology to pick up in that small company environment, and we are looking forward with you to picking some of that up. So
we've had some very interesting dialogues over the last year.
So I guess we kind of just talked about it. My next question, what does this mean for the security business and for the audience here? I think you hit on that really well in your earlier comments, and one of the things this will allow us to do is to really get back to both an organic and an inorganic big agenda around security. That's right. Let me maybe ask you, since we're here with 2,000 of our closest friends in security, many of them may not know that you're a really big customer of our portfolio. In fact, probably one of our biggest customers, because our internal cyber defense team rolls up to your organization. So maybe what can you tell the group about how you rely on our portfolio to protect Hewlett-Packard Enterprise?
Great question. Well, Sue, this is my third city in 3 days, and I did a red eye, and then last night got in really late. And the reason I came was I was hoping to get a better deal.
It's not going to happen.
Look, I took on cybersecurity earlier this year, and so I have a real appreciation for what you guys do. And in fact, after my first cybersecurity briefing, I didn't sleep real well at night, and frankly don't know how many of you sleep well at night. It's really eye-opening to take on cyber and to really have the weight of that protecting a company data and our customers' information. So we're, I think, one of the largest ArcSight installations in the world, and we log almost 2 million events per day. In addition to that, we do some code development and help develop the DNS malware analyzer together with Sue and team. And we're a big user of Fortify. In fact, we scan 20 million lines of code using Fortify. So, I guess that old saying around, eat your own cooking, we certainly do that. Yeah. And we have a world-class cyber team led by Liz Joyce, and I invite you guys to reach out to our team if you ever
I think many of these guys are great about connecting with our CDC team. So look, I know we're running out of time, Chris, but maybe one last question. The deal was just announced last week. What can customers expect next? What happens next?
Yeah, I think we're going to, one of the things we're really good at is separating companies without disruption to our customers. In fact, I led the separation of HPE, HPI. The spin merge of ES-CSC is well underway. We're really good at doing this with minimizing disruption. Yeah. And so our goal is to, at the end of this spin merge, is that our customers, you guys basically say, hey, look, we didn't actually really notice disruption. Yeah. And, I think you're going to see a continued commitment to our customers as we always have. And we're designing the new company, the spin merge of HPE Software and Micro Focus, with you in mind.
And consistency in terms of teams.
That's right.
From the leadership level down to everybody who's in front of these guys every day.
That's right.
So, Okay, good. Well, Chris, again, thank you. 3 cities in 3 days. We really appreciate it. It was great to
Thanks,
have
Sue.
you with us.